So yeah, that's kind of the quick and dirty breakdown of, especially for people getting started, where the direction I would want to go, and people find to be easiest for them.
Sure.
Because what happens a lot of time in the industry is, oh, your buddy smokes, but you want to try. Or maybe like your uncle, your dad, grandfather. So what they do is they'll hand you something really, really strong.
Right, for your first experience.
And then you
never want to try again.
Exactly. You never want to smoke ever again because you're like, oh, this is like smoking a burnt chair leg. So doing it this way is much more enjoyable. And I've never had somebody come back and be like, oh, this was crap. Because it's a much more approachable way into cigars rather than just diving into the deep end and having your face blown off with nicotine. That's no fun.
Okay. So I know you just showed two light cigars right there. Are those two brands very well, let's say how many brands of cigars are here right now?
Probably over 60 brands, honestly. I have stuff dating back to the 90s. I have even more not in this room, in a separate room for the more rare stuff like opuses and things like that. We do have a couple other locations as well we have a ton of product. Across the 3 stores, we have probably over 100 different brands. And just in this room alone, there's probably 600 grand worth of cigars, at least.
600 grand of assets.
Just in cigars, and just in this room. Not including what's upstairs in my private humidor that's aging and things like that. So the big thing for us, especially at Cigar Spots, is maintaining the quality of the cigars.
Right.
I can't tell you how many times I've been into another cigar shop.
Right.
And the cigars are hard, they're cracking, there's no humidity, they're dusty. The big thing for us is making sure every cigar you grab off the shelf will smoke. Will smoke well, it's properly maintained. If you're not crazy about the flavor, that's one thing. But at least it's smoked good, and you're not like, oh man, this doesn't even smoke. What did I waste my money on? We want everyone to have a good experience with a cigar.
Right.
So that's kind of the focus around here.
Okay. So what about if they decide they want to go with some light cigar as for their first option?
Yeah.
If they purchase a lot, let's say $1 or just one cigar, does it make any price difference?
So yeah, absolutely. That's a good point. Anytime you're buying in bulk, boxes will vary in terms of the size. But boxes, which usually contain 20 or more cigars, those are going to give you a 20% discount. And of course, you can mix and match anything over 20 cigars. You will get that 20% discount.
That's a lot of discount.
Yeah, yes, it adds up quickly. And then at 10 or more cigars, you get 10%. And then you also will always have a selection of stuff that's rotating. That is, you'll find 30% off. Things down here I'm actually doing special deals on. That's 40% off. There's a lot of stuff going on, so there's always a deal to be had. But if you're looking to get a discount on like your box of favorite cigars, absolutely, it's usually going to be right around 20%.
Okay, understood.
Sure. Let me check on these.
Yeah,
guys
for
real quick.
sure.